Welcome to ScaleUp Radio Shorts, the podcast that brings you bite-sized insights from the world of scaling businesses. Brought to you by Smart 90, the proven 90-day execution system for scaling businesses. I'm Kevin Brent.
And I'm Granger Forson. Together, we're the founders of Smart 90, and on this show, we're diving into the inspiring stories of entrepreneurs who have successfully scaled their businesses.
Today, we're comparing and contrasting the journeys of two very different entrepreneurs, Dan Berner, a business coach, and Rhian Caffull, founder of plant-based food company Veg Life. And both shared their scaling experiences on our main show, ScaleUp Radio, and we'll be pulling out some key insights and lessons from their conversations.
From care homes to Scotch eggs, their paths are vastly different, but there's a lot we can all learn from their unique challenges and successes. So let's dive in.
Dan's story starts in the care sector, a far cry from the coaching world he inhabits now. He spoke about his early career as a care worker, then moving into nurse training and ultimately managing a care home. This experience, while seemingly unrelated to business coaching, gave him a strong foundation in people management, empathy, and understanding diverse needs.
It's fascinating how his care background shaped his business acumen. He learned firsthand the importance of looking after your staff, consistent training, and delivering a quality service, which translated directly into building a waiting list for his care home, a testament to his leadership. This focus on people and service became a cornerstone of his business philosophy.
Absolutely, and that's something that really resonated with me. He talked about recognizing that even care is a product and a business, and if it's good, people will want it. It's a simple but powerful concept, and it's clear that this customer-centric approach, nurtured in his early career, stayed with him throughout his entrepreneurial journey. Now, Rhian's journey is quite different. A plant-based Scotch egg, talk about a niche product. It's unconventional, and a path to creating and scaling Veg Life is equally unique. It all started with a pandemic-era pug restriction and a desire to enjoy a substantial plant-based meal with a pint.
It's amazing how a simple constraint like that can spark innovation. She saw a gap in the market, and rather than just accepting the lack of options, she created her own. That proactive spirit is essential for any entrepreneur, and the fact that it resembled a traditional Scotch egg but with added health benefits, that's a winning combination.
Definitely. She tapped into a growing demand for plant-based alternatives while also offering a familiar and comforting food. And it's not just about the product itself, it's the entire ethos of Veg Life, the focus on sustainability, the community fridge initiative. It all adds to the brand's appeal.
It's a compelling story, and it highlights the importance of recognizing opportunities even in unexpected circumstances. Her journey from leading expeditions to creating a successful food business is a testament to her adaptability and drive.
Dan's approach to building and scaling his care business is a masterclass in systems, staffing, and delegation. He recognized early on that he couldn't do everything himself, so he focused on putting the right people and processes in place.
Absolutely. He talks about overstaffing initially and then quickly filling those roles with the right people. That proactive approach allowed him to stay ahead of the growth curve and ensure they had the capacity to handle increasing demand. And his emphasis on training, especially instilling his own ethos in the new staff, is crucial for maintaining quality and consistency as the business expands.
His use of the carefree system, even back in 2008, demonstrates his forward-thinking approach to using technology to streamline operations. Moving from spreadsheets to a dedicated CRM system was a game changer, allowing them to manage staff, clients, and schedules more efficiently.
And his approach to delegation is equally impressive. He built a strong team around him, empowering them to make decisions and take ownership of their respective areas. He trusted his key people to manage their teams effectively, freeing him up to focus on the bigger picture, the overall growth and strategy of the business. That's a key lesson for any entrepreneur looking to scale. You have to learn to let go and trust your team.
Rhian's scaling journey with Veg Life, while impressive, highlights some of the very real challenges entrepreneurs face, especially in the food industry. Production capacity, securing funding, and even competition all presented significant hurdles.
The production challenges are particularly interesting. She started small, making the Scotch eggs by hand, and even as demand increased, she's still heavily involved in the production process. While that hands-on approach ensures quality control, it can also become a bottleneck as the business grows. She recognizes the need to introduce more machinery and automation to scale effectively, which is a big step for any artisan food producer.
And then there's the funding issue. Bootstrapping a business is admirable, but it can severely limit your growth potential. Rhian talks about using income from catering weddings to fund the business, which is a testament to her resourcefulness, but it's not a sustainable long-term solution. She faced difficulties securing loans due to her limited credit history, despite having a profitable business. This underscores the importance of understanding how the financial system views small businesses and being prepared for those challenges.
The emergence of competitors also added another layer of complexity. While she maintains that Veg Life's product is superior, competition inevitably puts pressure on pricing and market share. It's a reminder that even with a unique product, protecting your intellectual property and building a strong brand are vital for long-term success.
Let's talk about the funding side of things, because both Dan and Rhian faced unique challenges in that area. Dan bootstrapped his care business initially, but later had to resort to invoice factoring due to cash flow issues. Rhian, on the other hand, relied heavily on bootstrapping and personal savings, and she faced significant challenges securing loans due to her lack of traditional credit history.
It's interesting to see the contrast in their approaches. Dan's experience with invoice factoring highlights the delicate balance between maintaining ownership and giving up a portion of your profits to access capital. It's a necessary evil sometimes, but it can also create its own set of problems. Rhian's struggles with securing funding highlight a common issue for many entrepreneurs, especially in the early stages. It's a catch-22. You need funding to grow, but you often need to demonstrate growth to get funding.
Both of their stories underscore the importance of having a clear funding strategy from the outset. Whether it's bootstrapping, seeking loans, or attracting investors, understanding the financial landscape and planning accordingly is crucial for navigating the challenges of scaling a business.
And I think Rhian's experience also emphasizes the importance of financial literacy. She mentioned not being fully aware of how credit scores work and how that could impact her ability to secure funding. It's a valuable lesson for any entrepreneur. Understanding the financial aspects of your business is just as important as understanding the operational side.
Absolutely. And when it comes to seeking investment, both Dan and Rhian's experiences highlight the importance of aligning your values with potential investors. Rhian spoke about being very deliberate in seeking out investors who shared her commitment to social impact and sustainability. It's not just about the money, it's about finding partners who believe in your mission and will support you in achieving your long-term goals. So, Granger, stepping back from the specifics of funding, what are some of the biggest lessons we can glean from both Dan and Rhian's scaling journeys?
I think resilience is a huge takeaway. Both of them faced significant hurdles, from staffing issues and cash flow problems to navigating a complex and ever-changing industry. They both demonstrated an incredible ability to adapt and overcome challenges, which is essential for any entrepreneur looking to scale their business.
Definitely. Dan's story, in particular, highlights the importance of adaptability. He had to constantly adjust his approach, from managing difficult clients to pivoting his business model to accommodate growth. And Rhian's experience with the pandemic and the cost of living crisis shows how external factors can force you to rethink your strategy and find new ways to thrive.
And I think having a clear vision is another key factor. Dan knew from the outset that he wanted to build a care business that prioritized quality of care and staff development. And Rhian's commitment to sustainability and social impact has been a driving force behind Veg Life's success. Having that strong sense of purpose can help you stay focused and motivated, especially when faced with adversity.
Absolutely. It's that North Star that guides you through the inevitable ups and downs of scaling a business. And it's also what attracts customers, employees, and investors who share your values. That's a great point, Granger. Having a strong mission and purpose can really be the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. And it's something both Dan and Rhian clearly possess.
Absolutely. It was fascinating to hear their stories and learn from their experiences.
Indeed. A huge thank you to Dan Berner and Rhian Caffull for sharing their insights with us.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us for another episode of ScaleUp Radio Shorts, brought to you by Smart 90, the proven 90-day execution system for scaling businesses.
If you'd like to hear the full interviews with Dan and Rhian, you can find them by searching for ScaleUp Radio wherever you listen to your podcasts. We highly recommend checking them out for even more valuable insights and inspiration.
Until next time, keep scaling.